Good evening. At the outset, I wish to express my sincere gratitude to the representative of civil society for inviting me to participate in this important discussion. I also extend my appreciations to all distinguished speakers gathered here for their continued engagement and commitment to addressing pressing human rights and democratic challenges through dialogue and cooperation. Mr. Chairman, democracy is widely regarded as a system grounded in the rule of law, accountability, governance, and the protection of fundamental rights and freedoms. It thrives when institutions remain transparent, when public diplomacy encourages dialogue, and when government remains answerable to the people by and they serve. However, the situation in Jammu and Kashmir raises profound questions about the functioning of democratic governance in conflict regions. Despite claim of being the world's largest democracy, the policies of the government of India and Pakistan, both regarding the Kashmir issue, is suppressing, and we are forcibly divided. The region has remained forcibly divided since the events of the partition of India. This division has resulted in the displacement of millions of Kashmiris, many of whom have been deprived for decades for the fundamental rights to return to their ancestral home. For generations, families have remained separated by lines drawn through conflict rather than consent. For those affected, this is not merely a political dispute, it is human tragedy that has reshaped lives and identities. Behind every statistics lies a deeply personal story, a mother waiting for reunion, a child growing up disconnected from ancestral roots, and families divided by circumstances behind their control. This reality compels us to ask, how long must the people wait to reclaim their home and their dignities? How long must separations determine the destiny of an entire population? Mr. President, at the same time, the international community is witnessing growing tension in the Middle East involving the United States, Israel, and Iran. These developments present a serious threat to regional and global peace and have already resulted in tragic losses of human lives. Recently, military confrontations have affected critical infrastructure and civilian areas, contributing to displacement and humanitarian suffering across the Middle East. The repercussions have also been felt throughout the region, where widespread airstrikes and violence have displaced large number of civilians and caused significant casualties. War does not choose its victim. It claims the innocent first. Every bomb that falls does more than destroying buildings. It shelters lives, futures, and present and future generations. What we are witnessing is not merely geopolitical rivalries, but human suffering unfolding in reality. Mr. Chairman, Dr. Charles Graves, he is a great human rights activist. He gave us the view regarding the World War II and after that. At that time, at least, the world was divided into two blocks, Soviet Union and the United States. And at that time, during that period, when the Soviet Union was
l'Union
unlike,
soviétique,
then there was no aggression and in the name of democracy
il
or
n'y
in
avait
the
pas
name of
d'agression
human
au nom
rights.
de la
But after
démocratie.
that,
Mais après cela,
we witnessed Iraq,
vécu
Syria, and
Iraq,
Libya, and many other countries
plusieurs autres pays
were dismantled.
qui étaient
People
vraiment
were forced
démantelés.
to displaced.
Euh,
And now
des
in
gens
the
sont
Europe,
déplacés.
all the right-winger parties, they are raising questions. They are saying we are under attack. Our culture is under attack. Xenophobia is spreading. But they are not asking. The right-wingers not asking their governments why you displaced the Iraqis, why you displaced, why you waged the wars on the Libyans and other countries, why you waged the wars on different areas. And my country also, the United States of Kashmir, was divided due to their own global and imperialist design. At that time, they declared the communism, we have the faith, but we are still facing the Cold War era policies, and we are still divided. And here in the Europe, they are claiming that they are Democrats, but they are not. These electoral leaders not ready to listen the voices of the European peace-loving people. They are waging wars. They are oligarchs. In the name of democracy, they are trying to destroy the civilization, culture, and everything. So at this moment, I think all the Democrats, all the human rights, peace-loving people stood against the wars which are waging by the oligarchs. I thank you.